Good morning, crickets. How's everyone doing? As you could see, I'm not at Wagon Wheel today. I am at my house. I wasn't able to go to Wagon Wheel, so I'm going to do morning meeting from my house. So I don't have the same calendar as we do at school. But I send all of you guys a blank calendar like this that you guys could use later on today. Or if you have it right now with you, you could follow along right now. It's up to you. What we're going to do is we're going to do our calendar and we're going to fill in the numbers for each day. So I'm going to look at my own calendar that I have in my house and see what day does number 1 start in. So 1 starts on the first box under Monday. See, that says M-O-N, that's short for Mon, and then that's Monday. So I'm gonna do a number 1 on Monday. And I'm gonna stop until I get to the day for today. So you don't have to do this, it's a choice, but I'm just gonna show you. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna jump down to this one. I'm gonna do 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to stop right there. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm stopping right there. So yesterday, we know yesterday was Tuesday, June 9th. But today is not Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. So what number comes after 9? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And today would be 10. And the 10, it has a 1 and a 0. So this is how it should look. The first box should be empty. And then after that it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump down, start on the left-hand side. 7, 8, 9, 10. So today is Wednesday, June 10, 2020. Since this week we have been talking about numbers, I tried to look for a book that was about numbers to share with y'all, but I just couldn't find one. So I thought to myself, maybe I could somehow incorporate numbers as I read one of my favorite books to you guys. It's called Caps for Sale. A tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like any ordinary peddler, carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First, he had his own checkered cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. Let's count how many caps he has in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He walked up and down the street, holding himself very straight, so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street, calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," he said, and he walked out of town slowly, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked a long time until he came to a great big tree. That's a nice place for a rest, thought he. And he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk as to not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checkered cap, that's only one. Then his gray caps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then his brown caps, 1, 2, 3, 4. His blue caps, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the red caps at the very top, 1, 2, 3, 4. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. What's missing on his head? But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checkered cap. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. Let's count the monkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 monkeys on the tree. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. He goes, "You monkey, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their finger back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." This made the peddler angry. So he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkey, you. You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." Now he felt quite angry. He stomped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you. You better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." By the time the peddler was really very, very angry, he stomped both his feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you! You must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stomped both their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." What's going on? At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own hat, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. What do you guys think the monkeys did? But then each monkey pulled off his cap. See that? And all the gray caps, all the brown caps, all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. Oh, they took out their caps too. They did exactly what the peddler did. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checkered cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." The end. I think the peddler realized what monkeys see, monkeys do. So for art, we're gonna do something that has to do with this book. For art today, I want you to print out this worksheet, and you're going to cut out the peddler, color him in, and glue it on a separate sheet of paper. And then I want you to color all of his caps the colors that the peddler had. So if you see here, he had how many caps? 1, 2, 3, 4 caps that were gray. So 4 caps are going to be gray. And then he had 4 caps that were blue, 4 caps that were brown, and 4 caps that were red. So we're going to color each one of these. I'm going to cut them all out, and then we're going to stack them on top of his cap. So I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to show you guys how it looks when it's fully done. So as you can see, I colored my worksheet. I did 4 gray caps, 4 brown caps, 4 blue caps, and 4 red caps. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it all out, and I'm going to stack all of his caps on top of him, just like he did in the book. Okay, I finished cutting my peddler and all of his caps. It's a little bit tricky, so you might need a little bit of help from your parents or a grown-up. But as I glued him, look, now he has all of his caps on top. He has all of them. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 caps. So that's your art for today. You guys could decorate. You guys could probably try and draw monkeys on the side or a tree. But this is your art for today, Crickets. For outside time, I want you guys to do 5 different exercises. So one is going to be, you're going to run 1 lap around your yard. You're going to hop 2 times on each leg. You're going to do 3 jumping jacks. You're going to walk like a crab on all 4s. You've done that before with Miss Casey, you guys remember? And you're going to hop like a frog 5 times. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also send you some color by number worksheets. So you could choose one of those, and all you have to do is just color each section with the number with whatever color it tells you to do it. It's pretty simple, and you guys have done this a lot of times before, and I know you guys would do great. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I would see you guys later today on our Zoom lesson. Bye, Crickets.